Hello, my name is Maureen, and I would like to welcome you and everyone to the Tuesday World Meditation. Tonight, you are joining me from my home in Boulder, Colorado, to share this sacred time and space where we practice together, where we enter stillness together and give together. So before we get started, let's take a little bit of time to surround and protect the space and to invite knowledge and to into our hearts and minds as we listen to what's being shared tonight. So take a deep breath and all right, I want to start by sharing a little story about my practice and how I came to put together the practice that I'm going to share tonight. Normally, I spend time on podcasts and listening to the new message, while I'm doing things and sometimes when I'm not doing things. But anyway, this particular day, I was flipping down through the list podcasts and I saw being a person of the new message, and below it, there was being a student of the new message. And it caught my attention, and I thought, I wonder how they're presenting this and what the difference is. So, in order to prepare for this, I had to read and reread and listen to the audio a few times, especially of being a person of the new message first, in order to feel like I really penetrated the message to a level that I felt I needed. Anyway, and it took me back to when I first met Marshall many years ago. And it was when I was looking for the new message. I was essentially attempting to become a person of the new message. And he came to the church where I was at that time and gave a talk about inner guidance. And at the time, I was feeling very dissatisfied with my life, very uncomfortable, wanting a direction, not knowing what to do, feeling like it had something to do with God, but I had no idea how I was going to find it. I didn't even know if it existed. Anyway, there was this discomfort that just wouldn't let go of me. So when he came in and started talking, he actually talked about discomfort, and he ended up um, defining what it is. And he said that it's knowledge, and that it is a piece of the creator that was put in us at the very beginning of when we were created, so that we would be able to find our way home and to help us on our soul's journey. And he also talked about the greater community, it really exists. And I thought, well, I'm not crazy. Thank God for that. Anyway, this information was enough for me at the time to initiate me and fill the need of the soul to answer that question, that what was that discomfort and what direction did I need to take? So that really was initiated. That's what really initiated me into the new message. So when I started reading the revelation, being a person of the new message, I thought, wow, this is jam packed with information for anybody who was feeling the way I was feeling many years ago before I found the new message. And this revelation is like, it's initiatory. It gives us a big picture. It's explanatory, and it's inspiring. And essentially, this revelation is giving us an in-depth background of what's going on within us, what's going on in the world, and how very important our response to it is. And personally, I see it as outlining the evolution of the soul within the context of the evolution of the world and the physical universe. I don't know if you understand what I mean by that, but that is how it impacted me. Anyway, it's very powerful, and it concludes with this. Do you realize what you have before you? Do you have any idea? In your self-deprecation, can you see what is before you? God has given you a way, a path out of the jungle, the hopeless maze of human confusion and human compromise. Therefore, take heart, stay with your preparation and practice. Let the signs of the world tell you what is coming, and let the signs within yourself moderate your extreme behaviors and your harsh criticisms, without taking away anything from self-correction, the self-correction that you must bring to bear in your thinking, in your assumptions, in your behavior. A wise teacher does not punish the student, but only offers firm correction. This is how you must be with yourself. This is how a wise and loving parent is with their young, innocent child. You are like a child now in developing a greater community awareness and discovering the power of knowledge. You are at the early stages, and there is a great road ahead. Indeed. Finally, you have a purpose, meaning, and direction. But you must stay with this and not be waylaid by the obstacles, the distractions, and the old ideas, beliefs that cloud your mind, where you lose track of the trail up the mountain. Do not be seduced by the beautiful places to reside along the way, for you have a destiny and a journey to take. This is how God will redeem you in a way that you could never redeem yourself. So it's a really powerful, beautiful initiation. And it took on new meaning when I read it again several times and listened to it with the intent to know what the true gist, I guess you could say, what are the teachers trying to get across to me on a deeper level. And that helps me to really zoom in on what I need to know. So then I listened to Being a Student of the New Message. And this is focused more on how to be a student and the benefits of what it means to be a student. And in this Revelations, the teachers emphasize the significance of the individual and say humanity cannot be taught or prepared all at once. So it takes time. For the instruction happens at the level of the individual, at the level of the person. To bring an individual into awareness of that individual's greater strength, greater powers, greater integrity is where the seeds will be planted and where humanity's promise resides. Hence, steps to knowledge. The individual's ability to undergo the preparation to gain access to the power of knowledge and to follow this faithfully without trying to control or manipulate this greater intelligence is a tremendous challenge and opportunity. Challenge and opportunity. But it represents redemption for the individual because it is through knowledge that you reconnect with God, that you rediscover that you have a greater purpose in life and are able to follow the steps of its revelation, a personal revelation. And it wisely points the way in great detail to just what it means to become a student of knowledge and what steps need to be followed to ensure success. And it concludes with this. Be committed now to become a real student, a consistent student, not one who vacillates in and out, here and there, forward and backwards, faltering, dissuaded easily, easily discouraged, easily pulled off track by other people and their opinions and their ignorance. No, you must come to this now with a powerful intention. That word again, it's important because it is your life and time is of the essence. With the power of this intention, you can overcome your former obstacles, go beyond those places where you quit or gave up before, and proceed onward into new territory, which will make your life dynamic and fresh and real. Every day becomes important. Every encounter becomes important. Even the rituals of your life repeated over and over become now opportunities to experience knowledge. to figure out what knowledge is telling you. This will restore life and enthusiasm to you and the sense that you have a greater destiny in the world. Your future will not be grandiose, but simple, but profound. You will not be a superstar or a great leader, but your life will be simple and profound. Give up greatness, give up fame. All these are false ambitions. Those who are chosen for great things are never ambitious. Those who are ambitious are held back and kept at the lower level of their education until they can recognize their error and outgrow these things. That's where forgiveness comes in. Consider these words and hear this calling. It is for you. God's love is emanating through the new message. It is not hidden by human inventions and human compromise. It is calling for you. This, in the end, will be its greatest testament. This, in the end, will reveal to you your deeper nature and your deeper connection to God and to life, and why you have a destiny in the world, and who you are destined to meet, and what you must do to prepare for all of this. This is all before you now. You need only take the steps and to be aware, to consider your mistakes, to follow on, focus on your accomplishments, to persist, to persevere, to pass through the empty valleys, and to pass through the times of doubt to the greater rewards beyond them. So I encourage you to read those two revelations and be with them. They really have some really amazing gifts in them, shifts in perception that are possible that I didn't know existed really until my third or fourth time through them. Anyway, now it is time to conclude this and turn to meditation. So I ask you to read your step if you choose, or contemplate, what was presented here. We'll do a 30-minute meditation, and I will see you on the other side. Nasti Nivarakaram. And now, from this place of stillness, I'd like to read a few passages and excerpts from about the messenger and bringing the new message to the world, which was received on May 21st, 2011 in Boulder, Colorado. People will want the messenger to produce miracles, miracles for them, of course. They want the messenger to be like what they think the previous messengers were, a belief that has very little to do with the reality. But you have the opportunity while the messenger is in the world to witness the process of revelation as it truly exists, not as it is portrayed subsequently and embellished over time. The messenger must be supported and protected. He will have great adversaries, not only among certain groups and individuals here, but even amongst those foreign powers that are in the world today, seeking to take advantage of a weak and divided humanity. Foreign powers from the universe around you, functioning surreptitiously in secret in the world. With their human liaisons, they pose a great threat to human freedom and sovereignty in this world. They too will oppose the messenger and the new message, for it will reveal their presence and purpose here, something they wish to have concealed as they continue to provide the deception regarding their presence. The message becomes strong in the world because it is being shared, and there are enough people in the world today who are ready and waiting to receive it. People who have not been able to give themselves to the teaching and religions of the past. People who realize that their life has a greater purpose, though they cannot yet define what that is or what it means. It will not be for everyone, of course, for not everyone can respond at the outset. But it will have a powerful beginning if people have the opportunity to receive it and experience it. This will be one of the gifts of your gifts to the world, you who have been sent to give. This will be part of your purpose, a purpose you cannot create and define for yourself. This will be part of the revelation of the witness, the revelation that will reach people who have been waiting for it for so very long. This will be part of the validation and the justification of your life, which has largely been misspent and misunderstood. This is what will redeem the individual as they recognize they are part of something magnificent and greatly needed in this world. If you if you think this is just another teaching in the world full of teachings, well, you will not recognize the revelation. If you think the messenger is just a man with ideas and beliefs, you will fail to see who he really is and why he is in the world. If you are so jaded and disappointed by the activities of religion that cannot see a revelation in your midst, what can God do for you? People want many things from the messenger and the message, and many of these things will be disappointed because it is a new message from God, not a message they are giving themselves, not a message that they can simply interpret according to their beliefs and preferences. God is giving humanity what it needs and what it will need to survive the great waves of change coming to the world and to survive the dangerous transition into the greater community of life. No one in the world can provide these things. Even a foreign race, even a beneficial foreign race in the universe cannot provide these things. Do not think you are going to be saved by some other race in the universe, for the intervention is here to save the world for itself. Do not be foolish. Do not dream of these things, for it is a fool's ambition, it is a fool's paradise. You must look with clear eyes, you must have a sober approach. Come not with fear or with preference, come to see, to listen, and to hear. To receive the gift of the new revelation, you must honor the messenger. He is not a god, he is not Superman. Do not turn him into some kind of hero. Do not worship him, for worship is reserved for the Creator. But do not think he is like everyone else, for he is the messenger. And he is the only one in the world today or tomorrow or in the years to come who can bring a new message from God into the world. Everyone else's proclamations will simply be reevaluation of existing ideas and beliefs, a kind of repackaging of what already exists. While the new message will confirm the great truths that exist in all the world's traditions, it will reveal things never revealed before. It will provide an entirely new level of understanding about God, about purpose, and about destiny. It is free of human misuse and interpretation. It is here in a pure form for the first time. You can actually hear the voice of revelation, the voice that spoke to the Jesus, the Muhammad, and the Buddha, and many great teachers and prophets of the ages. Do you realize the significance of this? If you do, you will see it is a calling for you and a responsibility for you to receive and to give and to learn and to apply, to reevaluate your life and position, even your most fundamental beliefs and assumptions, for that is the challenge of revelation. It is not the messenger who will bring God's revelation into the world. It is those who will respond. That is their challenge and the great opportunity. That is their service and their calling. What other service and calling can compete with this? To assist the messenger, to be a companion of the messenger, well, what could be more fulfilling than this? What could have a greater impact on the world than this? So with that, let's think about the messenger and send him our appreciation, our gratitude for what he's doing, and to let him know that we're holding him, that we love him, and that we're here for him. Nasi Nivari Karam. And now take a moment to think of any others in your life that you would like to send love and strength and any other quality to help them. Nasi Nivari Karam. Thank you all for joining me. It's been a great pleasure to be with you.